brokers get paid when deals close, and there's been a lot less deals during this interest rate cycle. So what are some things people are doing to navigate these times? Does this create opportunity from your perspective? How are you framing kind of the current challenges? And this is something both of you can answer relative to the profession.
Brokers that have the ability to see around the corner before they make the move just get pole position, and they tend to stay in that front of the pack for a longer period of time. So what we push them to find out is, do you exercise the discipline to get there and then do the business right? And by right, we mean in a thoughtful way that looks at what are the macroeconomic issues, then drill down into what are the local microeconomic components that you need to know to be the dominant expert in your product type, whatever you specialize in your geographic corner of the US. And then how do you go about conveying what you know in a way that mindfully brings benefit and value to your prospects and your current clients throughout all three laps of that ownership? You know, when they acquire, while they own and operate, and then when they come to time to exit strategically or potentially in a reactive phase. How are you going to help them as a broker be an advisor and really get in there and bring value from all three laps? So in this time of uncertainty that you mentioned, brokers have to be able to play midfield. They've got to play offense and defense at the same time and connect the traditional, go out and pitch for the property, get the listing, lease the space, sell the deal. And they also at the same time have to simultaneously be able to put things together. So they knew through some of the conversations that there's an owner user that wanted out of space and into something else. And because they track everything categorically, that's a quick search and find and match make process. So I think the 1985 traditional way of commercial real estate brokerage evolves, and it probably evolves really quickly. When we looked at what the pandemic did, we looked at the state of the market slowing down due to interest rates and inflation. But when we're poised to slingshot effect and come out of this in the next market cycle recovery, who's going to be in position to be in that car that's in the front of the clean air doing the most deals first? So those are some things that come to mind.
Yeah, and I would add to that, in down times, Frank Siami actually met to my father. He once told me the secret of success in down times is to market the hell out of everyone else. And look, in 2008, that's how we launched the Massimo Group. And then in 2020, that's again how we just market the hell out of everything to keep things going forward. And we have a record year in 2020. So number one, you got to create a presence. You got to get known. And that's true every day, but no more so true than when things are down. You have to get known. And what you share has to be valuable. You have to be that trusted advisor. How do you build trust? Well, you got stuff that really matters to me, that hits me hard, and they give me advice. I learned a strategy through a client of Mike's actually, just the other day, which I thought was so profound. Give me an example. Most brokers, yes, are commodities, because that's the definition, most commodities. Many strategy authorities, but they're not. Right now, what I'm hearing, thank knock on wood, not from my clients, I share it, not from our clients. When I meet with most of our one-on-one clients on Monday during our first in call. So yesterday I met with 60 of them, and I think we have 200 and something now one-on-one. And they all share me their wins of the week. And Lonnie, they're kicking butt. They are. It's not hard to succeed in commercial real estate. But here's a strategy we talked about was, what was the one challenge they have right now? So right now, in this recording, it's 5 weeks before the election, as if we have a national election, right? So owners, tenants, landlords are all saying, wait till the election. Wait till the election. Let's see what happens in the election. Well, if you're an advisor, you're not waiting for the election. You're knowing right now, and you can go online and figure this out, what is, let's call it candidate A and B to not get political, what are their policies on the economy? And just the economy, nothing else. What are their policies? Know those policies, translate those to your prospects. Look, here are the two options that's going to happen in 5 weeks. Here's how we prepare. Very simple. And then on November 6th, on Wednesday, you reach out to all your prospects and say, now we know, here's what we do going forward. That's an advisor, for example, versus a commodity broker who's going, let's see what happens. We'll figure it out. That's not going to work.
And to your point, it's kind of a subtle difference. It's a nuanced difference between being an advisor and a commodity broker. All the information that you would need is available to both. One just takes, the ability to persevere and push that out into the marketplace.